So this one's going to be called Manifestation Within Mentality. Mentality is a reflection from within. It's an ability to utilize the gifts and the knowledge that you have inside. A lot of times we lose our manifestation, we lose our universal yield, which gives us the ability to observe. At this time and in this place, we're getting ready to go up against this eclipse on April 8th. A lot of people are losing their ability to connect their minds with the physical. Okay. And a lot of times manifestation comes when other people would say it's not possible, when they would say you're not able to do that, you're not able to achieve that. And a lot of times that's when the best work is done. The best work is done when you're putting your mind to work, when you're doing things that you would want to happen, even when you can't see the result, even when it's not possible in front of you, that you continue to work at it. You continue to put in the mentality. You continue to ask yourself the questions. Is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? By utilizing knowledge, focus, and discipline in such a way that what you are becoming is a manifestation from within who you are. And in that place, you can find great growth. In that place, you can find yourself. In that place, you can find a place of mentality where the external becomes the reflection, the ability to be who you are. What is it that you want to achieve? What are some of the things that you're seeking out after? Are they seeking out after you? Or are you just shooting in the dark? Are you putting in your mind? Are you putting in your ability that you're going to be the best, right? So here I am out there Uber driving, and I've started to notice that by opening the doors, it also opens the doors for you. By calling people and preparing yourself in advance for your trip, it also prepares the trip for you. So the question would be is, are we putting these things out there? Are we putting our mentality? Are we speaking our mind? Are we manifesting? Are we achieving our dreams? Because there's always going to be inability. And it's our ability to enable our minds to have an ability. So how do you enable the mind? Can you identify with the skills? Can you identify with the talent? Can you identify with the challenges? Is what you're asking yourself to do today, is it becoming the reflection of what you want to achieve? Is it becoming the reflection of where you want to go? Is your relationship with the universe working? Is your ability inside finding the way that the results are becoming what you want to achieve? And so as I put these podcasts out there on the Patreon, as I'm across all of the different platforms, as the mentality opens up, so will your ability. And so where's your knowledge? What knowledge do you have? What place are you putting your energy into? Is it something that you see as a positive thing for your life force? Is it a part of your life track path? Is it finding the way that focus, knowledge, and discipline inside of yourself is expanding in a positive way? Not that negative doesn't come your way. It's the ability to identify for each action there is an equal and opposite reaction, to utilize Newton's third law, to understand this, to understand the universe, to understand light and dark forces, to become a light in this universe. And a lot of times, becoming a light in this universe means that a lot of the things that aren't meant for you are going to move out of the way. And sometimes those things that are going to move out of the way are the closest things that you have to you. When you focus to that point, fear moves out of the way. And when looking at it, I recognize that spiritualism and religion are completely different things. We have got to look inwards for the answers. We have got to look inwards for the solutions. We have to look inwards for the ability to become able to have the ability to overcome challenges. And through doing that, you become yourself. And when you grow inside of yourself, when you grow inside of your being, when your challenges no longer can stop you, when what you're looking for within yourself becomes your reflection, when you're looking within for what you are, then a lot of people aren't going to like that. A lot of people aren't going to want you to be yourself. You got to look inwards and allow those type of things to move out of the way, to understand the universal understanding of knowledge, of focus, becoming oneself, becoming one's ability, using the skills that you have. We go to school for a long period of time. Almost all of us go to school for many years. Do we let the school work through us? Do we write things down? Do we speak things out? Do we communicate effectively? And a lot of times when you're communicating, are people hearing what you're saying? Are they moving you in the direction that you're looking to go? Or is it just holding you back? Are you truly becoming yourself? Are people truly knowing you for you? And so that's where the flow of energy comes from. It comes from the ability to be yourself, to enable the mind, to not allow the challenges that we have around us to stop us from being who we are within. And a lot of the times, the things around us, sometimes people feel like they're crushing down on them and that they're stopping them from what it is. But as you sit back and look at it, you'll start to see that your ability comes from within. The challenges that you're facing off against are part of your life track path. They're a part of your journey, and you are the ability. And that your knowledge, your focus, and your discipline is the things to focus on. That the emotion moves out of the way. That the original 7,000 breaths that exist, 7,000 original experiences within is the reflection outwards of emotion. Let somebody else call you focus. Let somebody else call you motivation. Let somebody else call you discipline. You focus on the ability to be yourself, and the reflection will radiate outwards. What does it mean to be you? What does it truly mean? What would it take if you could achieve yourself? What if you could liberate your mind, your body, your emotions from the challenges that you face off against? Then what would that mean to you? How would you work with yourself? Because you learn all of these skills when you're in school. You learn to write things down. You learn to take notes. You learn to speak things out. But do you spend the time to do so? Do you spend the time to use the skills that you have? Do you sit down if you want a professional profession? Are you writing the reports? Are you writing the ability? Are you finding the positive? Are you finding the growth? Are we in places where our growth is a positive thing, where our growth is the ability within, that our minds, our bodies, and our ability are reflecting outwards? What kind of professional are you? What kind of professional comes from within you? A lot of people like to hide behind the excuse, I don't know what to do. Then if you don't know what to do, pick up a pen and paper. Sit down and write things down that you enjoy. Write things down that you focus on. Write things down, create goals, create the ability to have a mentality. Sit down, and I know that sometimes when you start, it's not going to be easy. And it's not going to be just off of today. It's going to take time. That's where it is. By giving yourself just a little bit of investment, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Heck, this podcast only takes 10 minutes generally. But within the writing on the Patreon, I speak my mind. I speak the positive. I speak the ability, the mentality, the yield that comes from the universe goes far beyond when you allow the universe to work through you. And when you're doing that, when you're becoming that blessing, when those challenges are coming, allow the process of those challenges to work. Allow the process of the ability of positive mentality, of positive being, of enabled mind, of enabled ability to use the skills, the talents, the abilities that you have inside of yourself to overcome your challenges, because each individual has different challenges, and those challenges can be identified, and that can give you the ability to enable your mind, your body, your spirit, your being to overcome your challenges. I just hope that you all have a blessed day. As always, blessings, 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 and namaste.